Hey y'all, how about a box and a book? I don't actually have the book that I want to talk to you about today sitting here, so I'll just have to put the sticker somewhere around here. It's called Just Like Mother. Maybe the author's name is Amanda or something. I don't know. I don't want to get up to find it, so I'll just have to tell you about it. It is a horror book. And it is cult horror. So I am so fascinated by the cult idea, both sort of what people traditionally think of as cults or, what people have traditionally called cults, as well as other kinds of ways that people are able to get other people on board with what may be outlandish, but what may be just a grooming process of getting people on board with things that serve particularly a small group of people more than the rest of everyone. And ultimately, I guess if that's really the definition, capitalism is definitely a cult. And if you can look around, like behind me, you can see that consumerism, which is definitely in support of capitalism. I'm a card carrying member of that sort of thing. Anyway, Just Like Mother is a horror novel about a woman. We start with a scene or a couple of scenes where her name is Maeve and she's growing up in this house where there's only women. All of them are called Mother. And her cousin, they're not even supposed to call each other anything that suggests they're related, but basically a cousin who looks very similar to her. And there's something behind a door that they're not supposed to see. So we start with these scenes of two little blonde girls running around outside in clothes that are slightly too small and kind of described as dirty, and calling women, all the women, mother of different kinds, mother with the mother with the blonde hair, mother with the, whatever. And then we jump forward 15, 17 years, I don't know, something like that. And our main character, Maeve, is living in New York City as a copy editor or some kind of editor in publishing. And she's telling us a little bit about her life after she was responsible for the fall of the commune where she lived with her mothers and her cousins. We get snippets of kind of what was going on through her memories, as well as through her some flashbacks of what it was like for her in foster care, and really her longing and missing this cousin named Andrea. So in our present day, she finds Andrea. They both do this DNA test, and then they're looking for each other. So the rest of the book is about them attempting to rekindle their relationship. And Andrea is a mogul of a company that helps people who have lost their babies or who are thinking about getting pregnant cope with and learn how to take care of a baby. So there are these dolls that the company creates. And so that's a little bit weird for Maeve. And there's some weird stuff going on. The men act funny, the women act funny, and then her cousin Andrea's right hand lady in the company starts to act weird. And Andrea asks Maeve for a big favor that Maeve says no to, and then more things happen. So I'm trying not to spoil it for you. I really liked the book. I liked the writing. I actually believe, this may be hard to believe, but sometimes it's hard for me to remember if I read something in audio or not. I have the physical book, but I think I actually read this book in audio. I did. And I liked the audiobook reader. It was interesting. There weren't any parts where I thought I was going to stop and read something else. And I would recommend, I would say it was at least 3.5, if not 4 stars. I knew a lot of what was, or I felt like I knew or could predict some of the things that were going to happen throughout the book based on what was already happening or the clues that were happening. And so some of that was interesting to see how Maeve was going to figure out what was going on, right? Because she doesn't know that she's in a horror book about a cult. We know she's in a horror book about a cult. So there were still parts where I was like, oh, what's going to happen when she finds out this happened, right? Or I wonder if that clue means this, right? So some of that was interesting to do, particularly in audiobook. I don't know if I would have enjoyed that sort of like clue hunting in the same way if it was through my eyeballs. But I would give it at least 3.5, maybe 4 stars, and I would definitely pick up another book by the same author. Happy reading. And the box I'm going to open has been sitting, and maybe it's a little bit related because it's called Found Family. And our friend May from the book is really just trying to find a family and a home. She's mostly been separating herself from everyone because of what happened in her past, which kind of reminds me of Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison. So that's also a book that I would recommend that you read around the same kind of theme. This one is from June. Oh no, I'm a liar. The one we're opening is from May. This is the I have no idea. I think this one is Found Families. It says that right here. Okay, and then June next, which is, so the stuff on the inside says that this month is, the theme is One Step Ahead. So I don't know. But let's open the stuff that we got. The first thing is a ceramic thing, which you know I love ceramic things in all of these boxes. It is a mug. It's gorgeous. I love the colors on it. On the inside it says, "To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered." There's a little mark there. I thought it was a crack, but it's not. Okay, let's see if we got a spoiler card that can help us know what the hell we're looking at. It's the next edition in the Royalty Drinkware Collection. I don't remember the first edition to the Royalty Drinkware Collection. I'll have to go back and look that up. Throughout the year, we'll be including one of these mugs in our boxes. Be sure to collect them all, because as much as they look amazing on their own, they also are a stackable set. This month's stacking mug is based on A Court of Thorns and Roses by SJM and is wonderfully designed by Lindsay Hook and Itzamin Shiropa. They're right, it's gorgeous. Then we've got what looks like a tab set. Oop, just dropped one. Oh, and it's the best one. For the readers who love to tab, annotate, and take notes, this next item is a gold mine for you. Our reading kit features several design tabs as well as design post-its, a notepad, and a pen. Inspired by the Scholomance series, this item was beautifully made by Gretchen Koba from Lichen and Limestone. I think we've had other things from that designer in the past. Ooh, you know how I love a beverage. Amina's Blend of Fortune. I'm gonna guess from the Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi, which is interesting because that is not a YA book. Yep, traverse the seas with our delicious tea inspired by the Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi. This tea features Amina's Blend of Fortune with flavors of mango and pineapple and is made by Riddle's Tea Shop. Love it. Maybe we should open it and smell it. Good idea. Oh, it smells so good. You can smell it. I cannot. Okay. Maybe I'll make it in my little mug. And then we have whatever this is. Looks like makeup pads. Be the Light in the Dark. Let's see if we can figure out where it comes from. Be the Light in the Dark. a dagger, a flower, and then 4 rings interlocking. They definitely look like makeup pads in a mesh bag. Any guesses of the fandom? Do 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 do. The Healer. I have not read it yet, although the Prison Healer. I have not read it yet, although I do have it, probably from this book box or a different book box, and I've heard only great things from other people who have read it. I believe there's at least a second one. I don't know if there's a third one or not, but it is on my list of things that I would like to read. And then we have number 6 of 12 perfect pairings. So Owlcrate's pin collection for this year are pins that interconnect, that feature characters that couldn't get enough of each other. So this one is from the Poppy War. Oh, I didn't read the face things. Okay, the month features the 6 pin in our perfect pairings collection. Each month's box will include a sliding pin featuring characters that pair together in the most fierce, intense, and romantic ways, all designed by Sari Art. Our 5th perfect pairing is from the Poppy War, and although Ren and Nesha are an unlikely pair and full of rivalry rather than romance, their dynamic is one we can't help but be intrigued by. Okay, let me go back up to the face things. Add some style to your skincare with our facial cleansing pads, featuring several beautiful designs created by Francis Designs, inspired by the Prison Healer. We should read that. We should read that. Have you read that? Want to read it with me? Tell me in the comments. Okay, so I think that's everything except the book. It is totally on reveal to me because it's in plastic. So no surprises for what the book is. I've been looking at it this whole time. I'll take it out of the plastic before I show you. Of Jade and Dragons by Amber Chin. Here's the front, the spine, the back. Quote is, "These seas can never trap those who are meant to fly." I wish there was a period because this is a sentence. Whatever. And the edges. Let's take a look at our end pages. Looks like maybe some diagram kind of stuff. So I wonder if there's some science or some engineering going on. The signed tip-in sheet. Back's the same. Take off the jacket without trying to spoil the inside. Here's the naked book. That looks like a snake, maybe, on the inside. Is it worth it? Question mark. This war we're fighting. Gold. A lamp can light up the darkness around you, but a story lights up the darkness within. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, and here's the inside of the jacket. Gorge. Love these little shooting stars. 18-year-old Ahai Ying dreams of becoming a world-class engineer like her father. But after his unexpected murder, a heartbroken Ying is determined to discover why anyone would threaten a man who ultimately chose a quiet life over fame and fortune. Left with only a journal of her father's engineering secrets and a jade pendant snatched from the assassin, Ying follows the trail to the capital and the prestigious Engineers Guild, a place that harbors her father's hidden past. Disguised as her brother, Ying manages to infiltrate the male-only apprenticeship trial with the help of an unlikely ally, Ogiya Yang, the nation's taciturn 8th prince. With her father's renown placing a target firmly on her back, Ying must stay one step ahead of her fellow competitors, the jealous guild masters, and the killer still hunting for her father's journal. Complicating everything is her increasingly tangled relationship with the prince, who has mysterious plans of his own. The secrets hidden within the guild can be as deadly as the weapons they build. And with her life and the country's future at stake, Ying doesn't know who to trust. And can she avenge her father if it means going against everything he stood for? So, I don't know. I would probably read it. And I love the cover. I love that dragon, which looks a little fiery. What do you think? TBR? Maybe. Okay, that's it. Catch you on the next one.